this AC will still be increasing.
As the legislative week gradually wraps up, lawmakers in the Green Chamber gather in scanty numbers for the final plenary session of the week.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members.
Straight away, other items on the order paper are suspended for what the Speaker describes as the most important issue of the day, the consideration of the reports of the Finance Committee on the very popular tax reform bills.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, by the leave of yours.
The first bill considered is the Nigeria Tax Bill, as the chairman of the committee highlights the key amendments.
In the amendment, the inheritance tax is defined as inheritance before distribution. Cannot be taxed before distribution. Reduction of VAT rate to 5% or alternatively maintain the current rate of 7.5%. The committee adopted the 7.5%. Recommendations for the reinstatement of contributions towards NASENI, NIDA, and a call to ensure continuous funding from the development levy. This, of course, was retained without sunset clauses.
The recommendations in the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill and the Joint Revenue Board Bill were also adopted.
The explanatory memorandum.
The final bill is the Tax Administration Bill with the most amendments, as highlighted by the chairman of the House Committee on Finance.
Distribution of VAT revenue. 50% to be distributed equally. 20% to be distributed based on population, 30% to be distributed based on consumption. Emphasis has also been placed on the actual place of consumption, irrespective of where the returns are filed. We proposed for our military men and women, especially those in war fronts, that in view of what they are going through, there is no sacrifice that is too much. And we propose that their payee, personal income tax, they be exempted from personal income tax. If any company seeks to invest or you want to give tax credit to that person, you need to seek a National Assembly approval so that we don't continue to deplete our revenue and income.
I believe that what we have, honorable colleagues here, for those who are not members of this particular ad hoc committee, is the handwork of not a few, but of all. 36 members plus the regional and zonal caucus leaders. 100% consent and assent of all of them.
The new tax bills consequently will repeal several acts, including the Companies Income Tax Act of 1979, the Value Added Tax Act of 1993, the Personal Income Act of 1993, the Federal Inland Revenue Service Establishment Act of 2007, the Capital Gains Tax Act of 1967, as well as the Stamp Duties Act of 1939, among others. While other bills to be amended by the new tax reform bills include the Petroleum Industry Act, the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Act, the Oil and Gas Free Trade Zone Act, and the Nigeria Customs and Excise Tariffs Act, and more. The four tax bills now await third reading in the House and passage by the Senate before onward transmission to the President for assent. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.